Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Jenny Clark, and I'm Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus. And we've got Bree on here, and she can introduce herself whenever it comes to her part. But what we're going to do today is talk about the Plexus compensation plan. And so we're just going to break it down according to the chart that you have in front of you. So if you want to get that handy, that would be great. And so the first thing I'm going to talk about is how amazing Plexus is as far as their compensation plan goes. I'll just tell you this. I used to be involved with other multi-level marketing companies, and I either could never get anybody to join or the pay was just very, very small. And so I just want you guys to know that this compensation plan is seriously unlike anything I've ever seen. And to be able to make money pretty much right off the bat is just phenomenal. You're not going to find that anywhere. And for the small of investment as we have in this, you don't have to buy tons and tons of product, and you don't have to have inventory on hand. You don't have to worry about parties and deliveries and things like that. This is absolutely amazing. So the opportunity is easy. It's products that work. And, the compensation plan is just seriously unlike anything I've ever seen. So it's kind of confusing. There are 11 different ways that we get paid. And so what we're going to do is just touch base on each of those 11 ways. And so I'm just going to start off with number one, and that is retail commission. So we're paid on our own personal volume, and that's PV. And so whenever you purchase product, you start to earn PV, which is the personal volume points. And generally speaking, it's just slightly under what the cost at wholesale. So if you buy like a triplex pack, you've got 101 PV and you pay 109 for it at wholesale. So it's very similar, and it's just under for PV. So in order to earn retail commissions, you have to first be commission qualified. And so if you order anything, or this goes through your website at all, like 50 other people can order through your website and it counts towards your PV. So if you have anywhere from $0 to $99, you're not going to earn any commission on that. That doesn't get you commission qualified. That first 100 PV is what they use to pay out for other bonuses and things like that in the profit sharing. So they use that for, paying people. But you do start earning commissions once you hit 100 PV. So between 100 and $499.99, you will earn 15% commission on that. And like I said, that's, let's say you have 5 preferred customers that are ordering from you. Let's say you send a friend in there for a trial pack and they order a trial pack, or any of your own personal order. So it's quite possible if you order enough products that you're going to earn commission on your own products. So anybody that goes in there, that adds up into your PV. So that 15% is awesome, but we always try to shoot for the 25%. And in order to hit the 25% bracket, you want to have 500 and up. And like I said, it's pretty easy to do once you start, ordering your own products, of course, but also getting your preferred customers on board. And once you start getting those orders coming through, that PV adds up pretty quickly. So we encourage that, and you really like to see that kind of earning. I mean, it's great. And so anything above the 100, so let's say you sell 505 PV, you're going to earn commission not on the first 100, but 405 of it. So it'll be 25% of that. And we'll talk about questions on this stuff after if you have questions. It is possible to, like I said earlier, to earn commission on your own order. So let's say you're just a personal use ambassador and you don't have anybody else ordering from your site. If you have like $150 in PV, you're going to earn commission on the extra $50 that's above the 100. So it's pretty cool. And with that, we're going to go to Bree for part 2.
Okay, my name is Bree. Like she said, I'm a Ruby ambassador. And the second way that we get paid is actually the retail over commissions. And so what this means is we actually earn money on all of our level 1 ambassadors, and level 1 meaning anybody that you personally sponsor. And what happens there is, again, the first $0 to $99, You don't make any money on that. It goes back to the company. And then anything over their 100 PV and up, we actually earn 5% on. So that's a nice little extra bonus there. But again, that's only your level 1 ambassadors, meaning you personally sponsor them. Then you earn 5% on everything over their 100 PV. And that's it there.
Okay. For part 3, we're going to talk about our preferred customer bonuses. These are awesome. And let me just tell you, when I first heard this and how you could get preferred customer bonuses, I was completely blown away. At first, just because of the bonuses, but then when I heard that this is something that recurs every single month that they order as a preferred customer. So what happens is not only are they adding PV to your personal volume through your ordering through your website, but for everything they order, you're going to get a monthly preferred customer bonus. So for instance, if they just order the Plexus Slim every month as a preferred customer, you're going to get a $15 bonus every single month that they stay preferred and order that product. On top of that going into your PV and you earning commission on a PV. How awesome is that? They also have it for all the other products and, even the triplex combo. So it's great because you're going to get paid on it for the retail commission, for meeting that PV in your back office, but you're also going to get that preferred customer bonus. Those are huge. And we're ready for number 4.
Okay, number 4 is the business building bonuses. And this is huge, guys, because we actually get paid weekly on this. So if you sign somebody up the next week on Friday, you actually get paid this. And there's 2 different welcome packs, as we know, that they can get. They can either get a $99 one or a $199 one. And depending on the pack that they get, that determines how much money that you make. So if you personally sponsor somebody who has purchased a $199 welcome pack, you yourself will earn $49.75. That's just for signing them up, and you would get that the next week. Now then, the person above you would get $24.98. The person above them gets $14.93. And the person above them gets $9.95. So that actually pays 4 levels up from the new ambassador. So that's pretty awesome. And then you'll see if they purchase the $99 welcome pack, if you personally sponsor them, you get $24.75. The person above you would get $12.50. The person above them would be $7.50. And then the person above them is $4.95. And, when I first started, because I wasn't really building a team, I would get some of these, but now, honest to goodness, I've been paid every single week for the whole year. And it's just crazy to me because, I'll just be checking my email and then I'll be like, pay notification. I'm like, what? And yeah, so, if you signed up 4 people the next week, you could have earned $100 just off the $99 welcome pack, So, this is a huge way. Michelle always says, this helped them get gas. This helped them, get their groceries. So it's probably one of my favorite ways just because it's the next week and a lot of people can use the extra cash fast. Now for 5.
And that one's you.
I have you on 5.
Okay, I have you on 5.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so the next one is our rank achievement.
Maybe you're doing 6 and I'm doing 5.
Yeah, that's what I had. Are you?
Oh, okay. Okay, on to 5. Sorry, I wrote it down wrong. I scribbled in the wrong place. Okay, ignore me. See, if we can do this, anybody can do this.
Pretty much.
Oh my gosh. So what we're going to talk about next is the rank achievement bonuses. And so every time that you earn the next rank, you get paid a one-time bonus. Heck yeah. Who doesn't like a bonus money? I know we all do. So these are great incentives to actually build your business and be sharing it with people, sharing the opportunity for making money and sharing the opportunity to redeem their health. And so once you hit silver, you're going to get a one-time bonus of $100. Once you hit gold, you're going to get a one-time bonus of $250. Once you hit senior gold, you'll get a one-time bonus of $350. Once you hit ruby, you're going to get a one-time bonus of $500. And once you hit senior ruby, you get a one-time bonus of $750. That is awesome. Who doesn't want a bonus for their hard work?
And those bonuses get paid on the 15th of the month with our regular commission checks. So that's awesome. The next way would be to fast start. And what that means is if you would hit gold in your first 30 days, your bonus actually doubles and you would get $500. If you would hit senior gold in those first 30 days, you would get $700. Ruby in those first 30 days, $1,000. And senior ruby in those first 30 days, you would get a $1,500 bonus. And I don't know how many people we heard at Super Saturday say, you know, they fast tracked to senior ruby. That's crazy. You know, that's 30 days. And they did that. So that's just a nice little incentive that they do for that as well. But it is doable.
Okay, the next section is the Plexus Point. And this is the one that really throws most people off. And the reason that it throws most people off is, frankly, because it's unheard of. This is absolutely amazing. Basically, it's profit sharing. And so we get to share in the profits that Plexus is making. Okay, so in order to start receiving pay points, is what we call them, you will need to at least be a silver. And on each person that hits their 100 PV, you'll earn points for that month. And those points are paid on, okay? So just for example, I'm going to give you a real quick sample of it. Let's say I have 3 ambassadors that hit 100 PV. And so I'm going to get 15 points on those if they're my level 1. And we'll talk more about, you know, each one of those here in a second. But that would be 15 total points. And let's say that those are worth $3 a piece. That'd be $15 on each person and $45 that you made just on that person hitting 100 PV. On top of that, you're going to earn the level 1 override commissions, and yay! And, you know, so that's amazing. So the way that works is you're going to earn pay points on everyone that hits 100 PV. And so your level 1s, you'll get 5 points for. Your level 2s, you also get 5 points for. Level 3s, you get 5 points. Level 4s, it goes down a little bit to 4 points. On your level 5s, you'll get 3 points. Level 6s, you'll get 2 points. And on level 7s, you get 1 point. So 7 levels deep, we are going to get profit sharing money. And those pay points add up so fast. I mean, can you imagine if you had 5,000 points or $3 a piece? Do the math. That is awesome. And that is monthly pay.
And at convention, my first year that I went, they actually broke this down into their little formulas and stuff. And the lowest that our pay point can actually ever be is $1.80. So that's still, you know, really great. It's never been that low. It's actually been averaging $3, but it is designed so that our pay point can never go below $1.80. And it's kind of up to us too, which is neat the way that they did it, because the higher the PV that we have, the higher our pay point goes. So if you have people that just do 100 PV, that actually hurts our pay points a little bit. But the higher that the PV is the higher that it is. So I like that they did that, because, you know, the ambassadors are the ones that actually set the pay point price, and it's not the company. So I don't know. I just thought that was neat, because, you know, most companies don't do that, but they have us protected because, again, it can't go below the $1.80. And again, it's up to us to kind of push it up higher too. Were you done with that one, Jenny?
Yes.
Okay. So the next one would be the profit sharing bonus pools. So if you noticed when we talked about the bonuses, you'll notice that Senior Ruby is the last time that you get that one-time bonus. And you're probably thinking, well, why not? Why don't they get them when they're any higher? Well, when you actually hit Emerald, you get 3% of the Emerald pool. And Tamara talked about this at Super Saturday, and she said, or maybe it was Jen Hawkins, I can't remember, but, you know, all she needed was $1,000 a month to be able to stay at home with her child. And that Emerald pool was more than that. So just the Emerald pool alone was over $1,000 that they got just for just for being Emerald. And this isn't a one-time thing. Every time, you know, as long as you stay Emerald, you earn a 3% bonus pool. So that's pretty awesome. You know, and then plus every other way that we get paid, they get paid that as well. And then once you hit Sapphire, you then get 1% of the Sapphire pool, plus you get the 3% Emerald pool. So that's pretty awesome. And then once you hit Diamond, you get the Diamond You get the sapphire pool, the emerald pool, and then plus, the diamond pool. So that's pretty incredible. Think about how much money, they're making just off of their little bonuses that way. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, number 11.
Okay, the next part is awesome because this is our reentry program. So, it's funny because we have one who is a double diamond. And so you're going to get to hear about how that happens and how amazing the opportunity actually is for us to be able to re-enter. Okay, so once we hit diamond, you're actually able to come in and re-enter under yourself as another leg. So you can build that level all the way up to diamond as well. Now, the great part about this is you think about it, okay, that's cool. Double diamond income, that's a lot of income. Well, think about it this way. Not only are you earning commission on that leg once, but you're earning commission on it twice because you're getting paid on it for you and you're getting paid on leg down here. So you're making double and it's awesome. So the thought of being able to actually re-enter and be a double diamond is huge. The earning potential is insane right there. So that's something you definitely want to consider. Dream big, don't dream small. And we have had somebody that's already done it. There's a lot of couples that are doing this and their goal is to both end up being double dime couples. Can you imagine? And then the next part that we're going to talk about is the Plexus Lexus program. And that, for some reason, that fires me up. I mean, I drive this, it's a crossover and it's amazing. It gets me from point A to point B. It's paid off. I don't like payments. And basically, a farm truck and crossover and family vehicle all in one. For me to be able to have a really nice vehicle that Plexus pays for is huge. I just think that is amazing. So, once you hit Emerald, Plexus pays you a monthly stipend that is going to go toward your Lexus purchase. So when you are Emerald or Sapphire, you get a $500 monthly stipend for that. And you get to choose from, 5 vehicles now?
Mm-hmm.
It was 4. So. They just added one to it. So that's really awesome. And it has to be either the Starfire Pearl or the White Pearl. And then once you hit Diamond, they give you a $1,000 stipend for your car. And it's going to be a bigger, way more expensive black one. So I'm super excited. I got to see Michelle's black Lexus. And let me tell you, I was drooling. Nice. So I can't wait for that. And I will let Bree talk to you about the Hawaii trip.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so once you hit Emerald, you actually get to go to Hawaii every year for free for 2 people. So like with Tim and Michelle, she's a diamond, he's an emerald. So they get to take their kids with them, which is pretty awesome. And it's paid for, all of it by Plexus. And once you hit diamond, you get to fly first class free to Hawaii. And like I say, this is every year. So every year you stay emerald, you get to go ahead and go to Hawaii. And you have to hit emerald to be able to go. They're going to Kona this year. They outgrew Maui, but to be able to go this year, you have to hit Emerald by July 31st. So that to me is pretty amazing too. I think that is almost more exciting to me than the Lexus because I love Hawaii. That was where we had our honeymoon. But to just know that you get to go there. And so Jess obviously went last year, and the pictures that she was showing us it was just incredible. If you've ever gone to any of the Plexus events, they don't do anything half backwards. It's freaking like amazing. Everything is just first class and awesome. So I mean, I can't even imagine what Hawaii would be like, but yeah, so that's pretty incredible. I'm excited for it.
All right, I have one more thing I wanted to touch on, and then I will let Bree close us out, and then we'll just stop the recording. Okay, so I just wanted to real quick touch on the average monthly income for each rank. And so just keep this in mind that this is something serious that you can really make real money and you can replace your current income very, very easily. And that's my goal. I know that's a lot of your goals. So let's do what we can to make this happen. I've got lots of great plans in place and I know Bree does too. And we're going to make this happen all together. We're all going to enjoy this journey, and for us to all be able to retire early is going to be phenomenal. Okay, so we're going to go over this chart. The average U.S. per capita income for a household is $28,051. Did you know that just as a plain old ambassador that, is just an ambassador, they can make $446 in a year? For a senior ambassador, it's $2,094 a year. For a silver ambassador, it's $5,065 a year. Now, can you imagine how, extra buildings, how would that help you? That extra $100 a month, that can go a long way. The average gold ambassador makes $12,378 in a year. Average senior gold, $23,264. Average ruby ambassador, $35,161. Are you guys liking those numbers? We're talking about replacing your income now. I mean, this is the potential to retire. And this can be done in such a short amount of time. It's huge. I mean, who is like me and does not want to be 80 years old and that Walmart greeter? I feel so bad for those people because, I see them trying to live on that Social Security income of $700 a month, and they can't make ends meet. And so they have to go take a part-time job as a Walmart greeter. I can't even imagine. I don't ever want to be there. And if that was my grandparent, it breaks my heart. It's a heartbreaking thought. I don't want to be there. And I want to make sure that my kids know that they have the same opportunity, to have residual income and not have to worry about that. Anyway, back to my chart. So for a senior Ruby ambassador, yearly average income is $51,644. For the Emerald ambassador, and like we were talking about earlier, you get your Lexus, you get your trip to Hawaii, and all those perks. But you also are going to be making an average of $119,249. Sorry, $119,249. I got too excited there. For a Sapphire ambassador, the average yearly income is $244,611. How are those numbers sounding, guys? And the average Diamond ambassador, $442,695. I mean, that's just phenomenal, life-changing income right there. That's what I'm shooting for. I know that's what most of you are shooting for. So let's get this together and let's do this. And I'm going to let Brie go ahead and close.
One thing that we didn't really touch on is at the top of the chart there and the different ranks. So I thought maybe we'd go through that a little bit real fast. Okay, so what does it mean to be an associate? That just means that you have your annual membership in place. You don't have your auto qual, but you are paid up. To be an ambassador, you have your annual membership current, plus your auto qualification is in place. And at that point, you would get paid on your level 1. Once you hit senior ambassador, you have your annual membership, you have your auto qual in place, and you have personally sponsored 2 people, and you would earn money on levels 1 through 3. To become a silver ambassador, you have your membership paid, you have your auto qual on, and you have personally sponsored 3 people on your team. You get a one-time achievement bonus of $100, and you earn money levels 1 through 5. To hit gold ambassador, you have your annual membership paid, your auto qual is in place, you have 3 personally sponsored ambassadors, you have to have 100 pay points in your whole organization, and 15 of those points have to be outside of your primary leg. You get a one-time achievement bonus of $250, and you earn money on your levels 1 through 5. To be senior gold ambassador, you have to have your membership paid, your auto qual has to be on, you have to have 3 personally sponsored ambassadors, you have to have 250 pay points in your organization, 40 of those have to be outside of your primary leg, you get a $350 achievement bonus, and you earn money on your levels 1 through 6. To be a Ruby ambassador, your membership has to be paid, your auto qual has to be on, you have to have personally sponsored 4 qualified ambassadors, you have to have 500 pay points in your organization, you have to have 100 of those outside of your primary leg, you earn a one-time bonus of $500, and you earn money on your levels 1 through 6. And some of you may be thinking to yourselves, what does your primary leg mean? And what that means is you might have a strong leg. So let's say that Jenny Clark is my strong leg. So let's say that she gives me, 200 points. To become a ruby, I have to have a total of 500 points. So I would need 300 more points outside of that leg, but it has to be 100 points of that for me to hit ruby. And that kind of sounds confusing. We'll kind of touch on that more, once this is over. You guys can ask more questions about that. But I don't want you guys getting too wrapped up into that either. Just to have the basic knowledge of it is always good. And then, the higher up you go, the more that you just become accustomed to it and you learn it better, just because, you're working to achieve those ranks. And so you have to know a little bit more about it. Okay, but so to be a senior Ruby ambassador, which is what I'm going to be, you have to have your membership in place. You have to have your auto qual on. You have to have personally sponsored 5 people. You have to have 750 points in your whole organization. 150 of those have to come outside of your primary leg. You get a one-time bonus of the $750, and you get paid 1 through 7 levels deep. To be Emerald, you have to have your membership. You have to have your auto qual on. You have to have personally sponsored 6 people. 1,500 points are required in your organization. 375 have to come outside of your primary leg. You get paid on your levels 1 through 7, and you also get that share in that Emerald pool that we talked about. Plus, you'll get your Hawaii trip. Plus, you'll get your Lexus. To become Sapphire, you have to have your annual membership. Your auto qual has to be in place. You have to have personally sponsored 6 ambassadors. You have to have 3,000 pay points in your organization, 750 outside of your primary leg. You earn money on your levels 1 through 7. You get that Emerald pool. You get the Sapphire pool. Obviously, you're going to Hawaii, and you have that Lexus. To become a Diamond ambassador, you have to have your annual membership paid. Your auto qual has to be on. You have to have personally sponsored 7 people. 4,500 points are required in your organization. 1,125 outside of your primary leg. You'll earn money 1 through 7. You get the Emerald pool, the Sapphire pool, the Diamond pool, plus Hawaii, plus your Black Lexus. And I want you guys to pay attention to that, because personally sponsored ambassadors, you only have to have 7. Only 7. So it's not like to become, the top of the company, you have to have personally sponsored 500 people. You only have to have 7 people sponsored. And I know on one of the Rock the Pink calls, one of the Diamond ambassadors, she hit Diamond and she only had 15 level 1s that were active. So you can see, the power of, they're still building wide, but they're building very deep. And the way that Plexus does it, it makes it easily achievable. And I know that I have some friends in other network marketing companies who have tons of people under them, and they're not even making, $500 a month. It's just crazy. Or one of my friends, I just saw, when it was popular on Facebook to post that post where it said, if you've made $100 with this company, put a smiley face. If you made $200, put this. And one of the girls I saw, she actually only made $200 that month, which I say only made, and I don't mean it that way, because $200 a month is awesome, but she works her business more than 40 hours a week, and she was making $200. So to me, that is not a very good return on investment, because I work less than that, and I make a lot more than that with our Plexus. So it just kind of goes to show the difference in our compensation plan. So again, I just wanted you guys to be aware of that you only have to have 7 qualified ambassadors to actually make it to the top. So I think that's really incredible. But again, the main thing here is Plexus, they always say, they did network marketing. They wanted to do it the way that it could be done and should be done. And I think they have proven that with this compensation plan. Like Jenny said, it's truly not like any other. And you can actually go back to YouTube to the Rock the Pink calls, and there was a lady on there whose job was to analyze the compensation plans of different network marketing companies. And she did that compared to Plexus, and they don't compare. So, we are definitely with the right company, the right time. We have amazing products, and this compensation plan is just out of this world once you do go ahead and understand that. So again, thanks for tuning in tonight. And then I think Jenny's going to go ahead and quit the recording, and then we'll answer any questions that you guys might have.